Hey everyone, welcome to another month of our Bundle of the Month collaboration. This month we are working with the Impressions Abloom stamp and dies, and I want to jump right in and show you what I created. But before I do that, I just wanted to point out which dies from the set I actually worked with in my kit. And so I wanted you to see that I used one of the large ovals. It doesn't matter which one just happens to cut out an outline, 2 leaves with the centers, and then this daisy type flower with the center, and then this flower as well with its center, and then both of the little circle dies just like that with their center. And then the last thing that I did use was the stem die. Okay, and the reason I didn't have that out is because it actually has the piece in it that I'm going to show you today how to assemble. And then the inks are up here, so I'm going to go ahead and move them off the screen, as well as all of the dies, and we'll just jump right in. Let me zoom in just a little bit to show you what we're going to make. So here is my card, and I have all of the pieces prepped ahead of time, and it's really a fun and easy card. So you're going to begin by taking this oval die cut, and we are going to cut it down to 2 3/4 inches. This is what it looks like when you get it, but what we're going to do is put it on our trimmer, and at the 2 3/4 inch mark, and it doesn't have to be exact, just cut some off, and now you have just a partial piece of that oval. So there we go. And then what we'll do is we'll start by attaching our DSP directly to the Strawberry Slush cardstock. I love this color. It's my very favorite new color that came out in the new annual book. It's so pretty, and I thought it worked so well with these papers. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start by attaching it to the bottom of my piece right here of the Strawberry Slush, leaving an even border on both sides, and then I'm going to do the same right here at the top, lining up the edges. Okay, pretty easy. Then I'm going to grab the strip of Strawberry Slush, put a little bit of adhesive right down the middle, and I'm going to add that centered over that line. You can go a little higher, a little lower. I'm not a perfectionist, but I have my base. So let's go ahead and attach this fun, pretty piece to the card. Oh, it's so pretty. All right, so there we go. What an easy, fun base to the card. Now what we're going to do is we are going to take the oval from the set. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive. I love tape, by the way. I'm a tape girl, probably mostly because I do a lot of scrapbooking, and tape works really well for scrapbookers. So I tend to use it, even though liquid glue is nice for when you're making cards. All right, so there we go. Now what we're going to do is you're going to go ahead and stamp your sentiment in garden green, and set that aside. That's the little white piece. And I went ahead and stamped "I appreciate you" on the inside as well with the garden green. But now what I want to do is add just a little bit of pizzazz to my die cut flowers. So this is Strawberry Slush and Fresh Freesia, which are 2 of the colors in the paper pack that we're working with. But I really wanted to have a little bit of contrast, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a small blending brush, and I'm going to grab my Petunia Pop ink. Okay, so it's a little bit darker, and I am just going to gently add a little bit of ink right to the center, and I'm going to work out a little bit as well. Okay, so just get some ink in there. Isn't that a pretty contrast? And then for this center, I'm just going to dab it on. I'm not even being fancy, just dab some on. Set that aside. You can do as much or as little as you want. I might even go a little whiter on that. Okay, so we're done with that one. And I'm going to do the same thing with the Strawberry Slush. Get just a little bit on there and start in the very center. It's going to be covered up, but what I'm trying to do is just add a little bit of a glow coming out. So not a difficult technique at all, but what a difference it can make. And then again, I'm just going to do a little bit of tapping right on this little circle guy that I pulled out. Okay, and we're going to call that good. And let me add a paper towel. Let me wipe some of that off. I love the glass mat because you can clean everything off so easily. And now what we're going to do is begin assembling our card. And so I have the die cut, which is the stem, and it's such a little piece that I use the adhesive sheets on it. So see that? I'm pulling off the adhesive sheet, which means this skinny little piece of cardstock is now sticky and ready to be added to my card. So I am going to start by just sticking this on my card kind of about halfway and hanging off by about a half an inch. There's no right or wrong way, and I'm going to see if I can push it right out there. That is the easiest way to get it out of your die and not get your fingers all sticky. So easy. Okay, and now all I'm going to do is add the center right to these flowers. This is, I should grab my glue. So add the fresh freesia to the strawberry slush and the strawberry slush to the fresh freesia. And I'm going to turn those over, grab my dimensionals and stick one dimensional on each of them, just like that. Okay, and then I'm also going to turn over the thanks, and I'm going to add a couple of dimensionals right on that. And now we are ready to finish this card. So, oh, I didn't push it down enough. Whoops. Came right off. Maybe because it's still a little bit inky. All right, so I'm going to take the backing off, and you can put this flower on any way you want. There's no right or wrong direction that you orient the flower. So I'm going to get that on there just like that. It's kind of hanging off the edge a little bit. And I went ahead and, since I had used the adhesive sheets with the stem, and this is the garden green cardstock, I went ahead and did the leaves, but let me get that off. There we go. I'm not as good with the pickup tool as some of the girls are, but I'm getting better. It's such a, or I don't think it's called the pickup tool, but I love it. It's a new tool to me that I've gotten since coming over to Stampin' Up. There we go. Get off there. And I like playing with it. All right, now I'm going to add this little leaf right here. And then all I'll do to finish the card is add my sentiment down. And I want it not to completely overlap this line. I still want to see it. And I'm going to have it kind of go almost to the stem. But there you go. That is a quick and easy card using this beautiful Impressions Abloom stamp and die cut and DSP. And then to finish off the inside of the card, I told you that I stamped I appreciate you, and then you can just go ahead and grab the stamps that come with the set, load them onto your block, and I just stamped the outline, the inside, and the center. So thanks for watching, you guys. I'll catch you next month. Bye.